You know, I really love Double Fine. I have not played enough of their games. Sadly, the most recent game that they're working on, the, I don't remember what it was called, the pottery one, isn't really up my wheelhouse, because multiplayer, not the biggest fan of that. But the Keeper looks exceptionally interesting. So, I'm gonna check this out. This was, I think, technically last year, right? Obviously should be. There's only been like a month in this year. So, I'm curious about it. I think it's mostly a walking simulator, but you play as a lighthouse, so I'm gonna vibe with it. I don't think it's going to show it. There was a, like, I think epilepsy warning, which I think most games have that. There's also an arachnophobia warning, which I think might be just related to the fact that the lighthouse has little legs. It said there wasn't actually spiders in the game, but it kind of begs the question of what actually triggers arachnophobia. I don't know. I don't have it. But, like, you have, games like Monster Hunter that has an arachnophobia mode that gets rid of all the tiny monsters, but doesn't get rid of the big, giant spider monsters that are scary. And then you have, like, Grounded, which is all bugs. I would assume bugs would still kind of trigger an arachnophobia scare. I'm gonna be honest. If you're playing Grounded, and you have arachnophobia, that just seems like that's a recipe for disaster. Well, that's unrelated. We're playing a game about a lighthouse. So, I mean, outside of my whole diatribe there, outside of me, I mean, you're playing a game about bugs. Do you really need to make the spiders into beans? Also, I've played Grounded. Those spiders are hard to deal with on their own with their, like, reading their moves. Without their legs, I feel like it's kind of impossible. I'm still getting distracted. We're a lighthouse. You know, I can move a little bit. I'm moving. Oh, getting a little bit of movement. Freaking out this bird a little bit. And I'm dead. Got like some rebar in that, like, vine work. So, like, I don't know if the legs are the arachnophobia warning here. That's my assumption, but I don't know what else we're going to be seeing in this game. But, like, it's not an arachnid. It's only 4 legs. I'm dead. Don't know how to walk. Which is kind of where I was starting to think about, like, what is the limit to, like, you are now afraid of this because it's too spider-like? Because this right now isn't... Oh, I don't know how to walk. Not exactly a spider. But if you're afraid of spiders because of the legs, I can't imagine 8 legs are going to be the thing that stops you from, like, or makes you afraid of them. So we're like a beetle. Do I actually, like, have to balance here? I might have to. I would assume any bugs. Well, spider legs, I guess, are... Yeah, I guess I can kind of balance. Whoa. Busting through some dilapidated buildings. They are small buildings compared to my giant lighthouse. Let's not forget, too, that there was a base of this lighthouse, so I used to be taller. But, you know... Would you get rid of some of your height to have spider legs? Oh, I saw those weird shadow swarms over there a little bit. I'm walking. I've learned how to walk. I think. I don't have, like, light control. Oh. Do I know how to walk now? I think I just know how to walk now. Oh, I also have light control actually now. I'm gonna be honest, I'm super glad I learned how to walk without falling over. I was a little bit worried that this was gonna turn into like a I wouldn't say rage game, but like that balancing was going to be a main mechanic. And I kind of don't want to deal with balancing. Where am I going? You kind of have like pseudo free movement, but it seems like you're kind of stuck in a specific position. Bird friend? Sorry, I'm having a hard time oh, bird friend, what up? Oh, bird friend's gone. Trying to control my light angle exactly where I want it. But we are kind of like on a clear path here. Any attempt to go any other direction is toward it. I don't know. Controls, it doesn't seem like I really have anything. Whoa. Big snail. Yo, you think this big snail gave up some height to have snail legs? What are snail, like the snail slime thing called? I think there's an official name. The foot of the snail? I want to say it's foot, but... Also, this thing is not very snail-like. It looks like it has many spider legs. So, definitely gave up some height for that. Does not have whatever snails have. Maybe I'm thinking of, like, mollusks. Do mollusks have legs? Or snails mollusks? I should probably stop talking. I sound like an idiot right now. I think snails might be. I'll tell you what. Snails are not bugs, and they're not arachnids. So I would assume that you're probably fine with the snail if you have arachnophobia. But also, snails are kind of creepy. Mostly, they're creepy when they have, like, the, I don't think it's cordyceps. Cordyceps affected, like, the, ants. What is the, like, I think it's a worm. I think it's some kind of worm that gets into the snail's, like, eye stalks. It is a creepy thing. Let me tell you what. Can I climb? Oh, I climb! I like my bird friend just kind of following me around. A fun little bird friend. If you can imagine, since I have light control and movement controls, I do not have any camera controls. I love these, I don't even know what these would be called. Outcrop archways. It's a beautiful looking world. It feels almost stop motion. I'm pretty sure it's not, like it didn't take roll. The big lighthouse. Is that Mother? Anyways, I haven't seen, like, any developer stuff about this game. I kind of didn't even know this game was really out until I saw that, like, Xbox developer direct where they talked about that pot game. Surprised it's just a, like, casual walk through here. Whoa! Listen, man. I just love cool visual stuff. I'm like... Did the path disappear behind me? It sure did. Kind of don't care for walking simulator as a concept. But when it has really cool visuals like this, I'm all for it. Granted, I do feel like walking simulator in itself is somewhat like a derogatory term. Oh, I can aim. My light brings life to the world. My bird loves it. Ooh. Is that what it means to center the lamp? I guess just to center it to the front of Lighthouse Friends. I don't know if there's much reason for me to be growing this stuff. Look at the flying jellyfish. There's loads of snail friends. Listen, if this game's just gonna be beautiful vistas, I'm all for it. Speaking of Walking Simulator 2, if you give me a really fun gimmick like playing a lighthouse, that also helps. Very nimble for a lighthouse, being able to... I thought we were going to actually take a plummet there. Lighthouse should learn how to jump. There's kind of some weird, like, waiting for the animation to play out. We can't move forward. I think I did that. I have a bird button. I was just pushing some of the face buttons and one of them makes my bird scream. Well, it was bound to happen. Devastated. Thought this was like a truck up here, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it might be, because that's definitely a bus. Oh yeah, they're all like cars and stuff over here, so that has to be a truck. I'm so smart, I figured it out all on my own. What's up with you, buddy? Don't know how I feel about this weird eyeball. Look away from me. I don't want you looking at me. There's another one going to show up over here. You're going to tell me your secrets? I wonder how much of a story is going to be able to be parsed out here. Like, we obviously have... Oh, look at that little guy. Look at those little guys. Wait a minute. I'm getting distracted. These guys are cool. I like these little... Look, he's screaming at me. Or he was screaming at the bird. Parsing out a story here. Obviously, we do have, like, dilapidated world stuff. We have buildings. We have cars and trucks. No, like, living being or human alive, but... Twig emo. Chivo. Right. You can imagine I'm using a... Was that it? I'm using a PlayStation controller, so I'm not positive on if I actually did it. I mean, there's only so many face buttons, right? Oh, bird actions X. Okay. I don't know what an Xbox controller looks like, so I guess I'm just letting the twigs emote when I bird call. So that's what I'm doing. I've twig emoted and got an achievement for it. These guys are twigs? I like these fellas. Are these like me? Because they got like twig little feet, but then the rest of their body's just rocks. So am I just a big version of that? Just the amount of rocks they picked up was a lighthouse? Who are you eyeballs? Do you twig emote? I also really didn't pay attention to what the other face buttons do, but they did look like they did something. I'm going to a spooky cave. Good thing I got a flashlight. I'm gonna impose a lighthouse challenge for the hit video game Keeper, where you have to play the whole game just rotating the light like this. No matter what, like, things the light is capable of doing, you just have to let the lighthouse spin. Doesn't really help when I start to, like, accidentally lean up or down. We swimming? Maybe light up some flowers. I've mentioned it before, I think, especially with like Katamari, when we were able to roll and make grass appear. I kind of like just expanding like flora in an environment in whatever way. So like, even though lighting this stuff up probably doesn't do anything useful, it's just such a fun thing. It's really like satisfying. I want to know why the swarm of whatever those things are evil, or tried to kill my bird friends. Beautiful cave. Especially when I make all these flowers grow, which turn out to actually be fungus that sprout inside of the eye stalks of snails. Okay, we have a focused light. Focus cell. Sorry, it's already a dead meme, but kind of thought it was a little bit funny. So when we actually have to deal with the swarm of critters, we have this. I like telling the bird to do stuff. We're free. So is that top area there was like where we saw Mama's lighthouse? Let's call it that. Is that really what I want to call it? The big lighthouse in the sky. Not like one of those mountains over there might have been big bones. Are you going this way? Oh, that way. Send Twig. Oh, Twig's the bird. So when I went to the other area, it was just telling me to Twig emote. Twig has been sent. Was that helpful? I guess it was. Good job, Twig. Yo, who decided the name of the bird was Twig? Did Twig say that? Did he tell me his name is Twig? Can I go in the water here? Oh. Kind of seems open right now. A dash. That's wild. So many mechanics. That like still kind of looks like a skull over there. I can't really quite tell if it is. Yo, what's that crab doing? Was this area here for bonus vista? I keep dashing. Oh, looks like I can. It's not like a one-time dash. It's a book it. You got places to be kind of dash. I mean, there's a bunch of bones here, so that being a giant skull might not be the most craziest of things for me to imagine. Go get it, Twig. Fuck it up. Maybe it's just a... Oh, wait, Twig's doing it. Oh, big crab. Good job, Twig. I just blinded it. Twig, get it again so I can blind it. I didn't think to be mean to the giant thing. What are these bones anyways? They're like awfully long. I'm dashing. I don't really know also, like I got an achievement for finding where it wanted me to twig emote. I didn't get a chance to read what it said. I don't know what the extent of any of that really is. There's stuff for me to find, or if it's just vibing. I do have to repress the button to actually get breaking stuff. Up seems like where we would want to go. Maybe not. Maybe I needed to come down here so I can create a path with these weird little eyeball fellas. Love the jellyfish. Can I blind the jellyfish? Nah, they're just vibing. It also kind of just looks like drywood almost. I feel like I'm going into a boss room. Oh, it's spooky in here. And it's gated. Don't worry, Twig, you can get out of here if you need to. That's for besties though. There's also, like, an actual giant hole that Twig could just bail if he needed to. Like, climb up that? It's weird how it, like, almost looks like a path, but... just where the spooky fellas ended up. Focus you guys too. Just the big one. Bird friend seems a little spooked. I'm not, because I'm a giant lighthouse. Nothing can defeat me. Unless... where those guys are. They might have the power. Don't worry, Twig. I might be a lighthouse, but I'm built like a brick house, if you know what I mean. I think just generally speaking, this bursts our focus energy into a radius is what I'm getting from that. Yeah, get out of here, you rats. I'm not afraid of you. I'm kind of afraid of you. I don't like swarms of things. They spook me. They don't seem too aggressive, though. Go, Twig! Kill it! I like how gentle Twig is. Twig, I need you to help me out. You and me, Twig, against the world. I also realize now, too, I'm a real sucker for any game that has you going towards a mountain. Like, there's too many games I like that's just like, see that tall place over there? That's where you gotta go. Just get going. The Midnight Walk was that. Journey was that. Sword of the Sea was mostly that. There were just a couple of mountains at a time. There's very clearly, like, tropes or ideas that I like. I kind of want to see what... I don't really know what this looks like besides just gunk vines that I can't focus. It just looks like it might be more important than I'm letting on. Unless if I could have dashed through it, but I doubt it. We've escaped. Oh, my twig friends. Twig emote, go. Well, these things aren't twigs then. Like, they're clearly like rocks on sticks, but they almost seem like clams to me. Dash. Now imagine if this whole game still was me having to balance myself. What you doing, Twig? Oh, a little bird bath. That's adorable. So, what's the over-under here? You think the Lighthouse or Twig are going to die by the end of this? If I have to guess, I think Lighthouse is probably the one that's going to bite the bullet. But you never know. Maybe it'll all work out.